Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews the movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 616, and it is your review of Saloum. As always, is the Nerd Chicana here to host the show. Lots of my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Monday.
Monday.
Monday. Case of the Mondays.
Case of the Mondays, right?
Case of the Mondays.
Yes, sir. It is a wonderful, nice Monday night here as we're live and early for our patrons at the $1 tier and above at patreon.com/thenerdcore, where they get this episode live and early before anybody else gets to listen to it or watch it because they support us at the lowest tier possible, where we don't even make money off of that at that point. We're just giving y'all something for free. Brad, how are you doing today, man? What was work? How was work?
It was work. So work was work.
I'm going to decline to comment on work today. I would just say I went to work.
Watch this movie?
I watched this movie yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched the movie yesterday.
All right.
Caught up on a little bit of sex education. I wrote my notes for a cinema condition episode. I was gonna do tomorrow, but now I had to push it back a week because because of what I'm declining to comment right now.
Okay.
Yeah, declining to comment on a lot of things. But yeah, I need.
What a podcast! We can't comment on anything.
I need more time to strengthen my notes right now, and I need to watch the film. Did you know that West Side Story is 2 hours and 33 minutes, Brad?
No, it did not. I've never seen West Side Story, so I would have not known that.
Yeah, and my Blu-ray comes with an intermission.
Which West Side Story is this? The original, or is this the Spielberg version?
The OG, 1961. Yeah. Did you know it was 2 hours and 33 minutes, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a long one, so I'm gonna try to get to watching that soon. But I also have some other.
It'd probably be good if you're going to be commenting on it.
Yeah, that's probably my best bet, right? But I need to get through the stuff. Brad, yesterday you sent me a picture of your update on the whole Collective and Kovadi Saida Hulu drama.
Yeah, Hulu be trolling. Because I literally clicked it. And it's like, do you want to continue to watch it? And I'm like, I wanted to continue to watch it when I fucking clicked it, Hulu.
So Brad sends me a picture where he actually shows me that it's the film that we're talking about, like the film we're supposed to watch.
I said, I clicked into the search the exact thing I was supposed to watch, and I clicked on it. And this Hulu just proves I clicked on it and then changed the fucking movie.
So now that wait, you're telling me that now when you put it on your Hulu, it shows Collective now?
No, that's the thing. It didn't show any Collective. It didn't show, like, I was looking because I had 9 minutes to finish. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, there's continue watching for the fucking thing you didn't play. And then I'm looking for Collective, and there is that's what I've been watching this whole time, and you don't have it, so I could go. So I literally had to search for Collective to finish the fucking movie.
Oh my god, that's crazy. So wait, so when you clicked on it again, it took you to Kovadi Saida?
No, that's the thing. I didn't click on it to see.
Oh, okay.
So I entered the Hulu app because I got back onto Hulu after I got done with the podcast. Okay. And it opens up to that continue watching, and it opens and it shows the very first thing, the thing I wanted to watch in the first place. That apparently it didn't want to play for me and played a completely different movie. And it didn't even show the movie that I had 9 minutes left to continue watching. And Disney owns Hulu, right?
Yeah, Disney owns Hulu now.
Disney, you motherfuckers.
I'm so mad. Know, Brad is not lying here. This.
Look, it even shows it. It barely even begun.
But Brad did not watch this film. I watched
Collective. Even though I clicked on that film, and that proves I clicked on that film.
I could have sworn he pulled this kind of no comment. I have to gather my thoughts on Morbius too. No, I
Just
know.
turn down. Like we're gonna need to put a ear warning.
Brad's pissed.
I'm pissed. I'm so mad.
Oh, Brad. The good thing is that I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime still. I might be wrong though, but you can. There's other methods you can get to.
I can
where
watch it on Hulu. If it would just play the fucking movie.
Brad's just like, I just want to watch this fucking movie,
I just
bro.
wanted to watch the movie. I wanted to get ahead in life. And no. Disney, fix your fucking app, you bot. Make you trillions of dollars.
Brad's currently getting gaslit by Hulu.
By fucking apps on my TV. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Brad's like, there's just no way. There's like no way that this is happening to me right now. I was like, oh my god, Brad. Well, I hope that what's it called? It gets fixed, man. I hope that you get to find this movie somehow to watch it. Even though you will be able to.
Watch. I'm going to go to click on Ahsoka next, and it's going to take me the fucking Rise of Skywalker, and then I'm going to break my TV. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to throw something through my TV.
I wish I had Hulu so that way I could prove to you whether like it happens to me too or not, but I don't have Hulu.
It probably won't. It'll probably just play it fine for you because,
Because apparently they hate you, not me.
Let's annoy Brad for the rest of life.
We here at Hulu know better than you about what you want to watch better than you. So here's multiple seasons of La Femme Nikita and Pamela Anderson's Barbed Wire. Fucking hell. Yeah. So to summarize, Brad clicks this film, watches a different film, is left with 9 minutes, does podcast, and goes back to watch the last 9 minutes left of this movie. But that one won't load. So he has to search up Collective and finish up the last 9 minutes. Now, Kova di Saida, the film that he needs to watch, won't load. So he's going to have to find a different way to watch this.
They quit.
It's like, in my almost 7 years of this bullshit, it's like, I'm never had to deal with this bullshit.
Never had to deal with this bullshit. Apps are just fucking trolls now.
Yep.
That's all any of these companies are anymore. Utility companies. Fucking media companies. Grocery stores, gas stations. You're all trolls.
Man, Brad, I'm so sorry, man. Like this just shouldn't be happening to you right now, man. But it's so funny that it is.
I'm glad I could entertain on a podcast of entertainment.
Yeah. Well, today we're going to be concluding our month looking at international films, and of course, we're going to be concluding it with Brad's pick today, which is Saloum. Saloum, yeah, Saloum, and
this should be a very interesting talk.
Yeah,
a very interesting movie. Actually, if people don't know this on the Shudder app, it's a horror movie. Who would have known? I kind of a horror movie. Yeah.
I have thoughts, and I want to get into this already.
Indeed.
Yeah, Brad.
Mm.
If they haven't watched Saloum, then they should probably get out of here if they care about spoilers. But if they don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the film,
go watch Hulu. Not the thing you clicked on.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't stay. But either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got so upset I forgot to turn on the green light back there.
Yeah, Brad. Brad's that pissed about this.
I'm forgetting to put.
I'm kind of pissed too. Because I'm convinced that I had other methods of watching this, and it looks like I just checked these other methods and I don't have it. So this is starting to piss me off too.
For this movie?
No, for Kova di Saida.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's cool. The good thing is that I have Canopy. I can watch it on Canopy, but I also bought it on Amazon, so I can watch it on Amazon. Because I really love this movie. This is a movie that we're going to be talking about.
I wish I could have watched it yesterday,
Yeah.
When I tried to.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Brad.
But,
all right, Brad. Introduce him to Saloum.
All right. Coming from our one and only source, Wikipedia, Saloum is a 2021 Senegalese French crime horror thriller film directed by Congolese filmmaker Jean-Luc Herb- Herbulot. Herbulot.
Berlou, I think. I
Herblou?
don't know. Her
Herblou.
blue, blue. I don't know,
I
Brad.
don't know. We can go with Herblou. I like it. Written and produced by Herblou and Pamela Diop. Set in Senegal in 2003, it mostly uses a mix of French, Wolof,
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 Wolof.
and sign language. The film follows a trio of elite African mercenaries, the hyenas of Bangui, who on their I'm butchering everything right now.
Yup.
Should
Yup.
have chose an English film. Should have
Technically,
chose
would
a
count.
UK film.
Yeah, technically would count.
Australia. Who on their way by plane from Bissau to Dakar. Try to lay low and find. Now I'm just looking like an idiot reading. Brad can't read. Try to lay low and find supplies in a resort near Saloum Delta in Senegal, where they must hide their identities and fight for survival. The film stars Jan Gal, Roger Salah, and Mentor Ba as the hyenas, alongside Evelyn Illy, Juin, Bruno Henry, and Mario Sommier in supporting roles. It was one of Ba's final roles as he died in August 2023. Oh, shit. It is a fictional story taking inspiration from African legends and real life events. The film had its international premiere in the Midnight Madness section of the 2021 Toronto International Film Festival on September 30th, 2021. The film received critical acclaim and was screened worldwide and began streaming internationally on Shudder in September of 2022. Saloum was met with very positive reviews and with praise for its unique blend of styles, influences, direction, and performances. Herbulot won the award for Best Director in the Next Wave section at the Fantastic Fest, and the film won the Audience Award for Most Popular Film in the Altered States program at the 2021 Vancouver International Film Festival. Cinematography, Gregory Corandi, edited by Nicholas Desmaison, Alistar Mikulik, Sebastian Prangia.
Prangia, I think.
Music by Rexider. I like it. And box office, because they don't tell how much this was $5,078.
I am willing to bet that this movie is lower than $5 million. Willing
This
to
is
bet
5,000.
5,000 box office. I'm willing to bet this is less than 2 mil. It has got to be like less than 2 mil. But he ain't got put on Shudder, bro.
Like the box office or like what?
No, the budget.
Oh, the budget? Yeah, probably less than 2 mil.
It's less than 2 bill. 2 mil. Not 2 bill.
I mean, it's a horror movie technically.
Yeah. All right, Brad.
I think you should start this one off because
I should start this one off. Cool.
I think you should start this one off. Go ahead.
All right. So I think wow, that's such a better title. I'm looking at this poster right here and it says "Once Upon a Time in Africa." Why isn't that the title? I think that's cool.
That's just the tagline. It says Saloum. And it's called Saloum because it happened in Saloum.
Saloum. Yeah, I know. Once Upon a Time in Saloum. So I am very conflicted. I'm very conflicted with this film because I was very on board with the first half of this movie. Like, so on board. And then we just tonally make this grand shift where I lose almost all of my interest in this movie when it does this great tonal shift. And it leaves me very conflicted. I love the cinematography. I think it looks fantastic. But I was very conflicted with the execution of Saloum. Brad, what are your initial thoughts?
I agree. Cinematography is pretty top notch. The whole reason I wanted to watch this was kind of the trailer aspect.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me a lot of Tarantino films. And you do get some shots in here that are
first half is very Tarantino.
Very Tarantino-esque. I have an issue throughout the movie, though, with the pacing. There's just a pacing issue throughout the whole movie for me. And, for an hour and It's not a very long movie. It's hour what 24.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so hour 24-minute movie, and it felt longer than it should for sure. Um, I don't know if I agree with Raul about the tonal shifts. I mean, it definitely goes into a whole nother range. It changes from like a almost western kind of revenge film into a
It's a
horror
fucking
film.
horror.
I much probably would have rather like Raul said. I much probably would have rather had it continue to the western aspect of it. Um, but they are going off. If you read about it, they are going off the curse of this area by a king who was betrayed and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
It does go, and so there is reasoning behind it, but I don't disagree with Raul. I much would have kept with the kind of mercenary western aspect of it. But
Well, we've
yeah,
seen horror westerns done before.
yeah, but not very well.
Not very well, but we've seen it done before. So it's like not completely out of left field for them to try this. And
No,
I just feel like this whole movie just there's potential in that first half, and it does like little to nothing with that potential.
well, and I don't know, little to nothing. I kind of like the ending of it. It's kind of cool. Um, Fly monsters. I mean, if you think of the background of the flies or the hornets bringing disease and going into more and more into the detail of it, it is kind of cool, but unnecessary for sure because I think you could have just gone back to this being a revenge western and you would have done very well with it. And I mean, I personally think like the pacing in the beginning was a little off until you get to the dinner with the sign language and they're communicating in sign language. I think that's where it starts to take off. But you're right, Raul. It loses itself right when they're kind of stuck in the same room.
Yeah.
And yeah, with like, yeah, we got to turn the lights on because it's scared of the lights. Like, but then you have it kill the people who are in the room with the lights. I don't.
Also, where the birds broad ass daylight.
Yeah. Well, and it's night, and then like he steps out there and becomes daylight. So some cursing, some curse shit going on.
Yeah. I like the music too. I like the
Music
music.
dope.
His music's dope. That one shot of like where they're like it's like the kid like one of them is like in the ocean and the moon is like on top of him. It's
Yeah.
like fantastically framed and I really like that shot. But I don't know, man. Like I'm telling you, most of my gripe with this movie is the fact that it just completely shifts its tone, and it's like wow, like what you were had in the beginning here works really well, and like it's to me it's like it's whatever if a movie does that, but
Well,
just kind of stay consistent with your pace and your storytelling, and you'll have me there even if you have a different tone. But this movie just threw my interest right out the fucking window.
well, and I think the main issue is in about the 45-minute, 50-minute mark. He gets revenge on his antagonist when he was a kid, and then you're kind of left with, well, what happens after this?
Yep.
And I don't disagree with you. I think they threw something at the wall with historical context behind it, with lore and all that, and it doesn't necessarily hit the mark. I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever seen, especially for a western horror.
Yeah.
um was it Bone Tomahawk might be up there. um
Well, Tomahawk was
Even Kurt Russell could save that movie. But I overall, I didn't dislike this film, but I also it was not perfect. I had an issue with the pacing throughout the whole thing.
yeah.
um and I
Performances
really
aren't
I would
terrible
like
either.
I the what?
Performances aren't
No,
terrible,
no, they're good.
and
Like
I
I would
think
love
like
to see these guys in like in just straight up
they work so
western.
well. They used to work so well with each other.
Yeah, if you got like a prequel where they're just mercenaries in these different places, that would be dope. I mean, one of them passed away unfortunately, but I
Yeah,
think you could have made like a prequel to just them as mercenaries,
yeah,
and that would have been really cool. It could have been something like the Rob Zombie movies.
yeah. I think it's like I think it looks fantastic. Like I really like their chemistry, but I was also gonna bring up like the way they capture like the area around them and their not their atmosphere, but just the landscape.
Yeah,
The whole like I guess yeah, the atmosphere of like the area that they're in. Like it does make you feel uneasy, and you do feel like there's something up with this place.
there's a tension,
Yeah, there's
especially when
sort
they
of
go,
tension there. But
visit the village, and just the
yeah,
people like in this area by themselves, even the police there. You get an uneasy feeling for these mercenaries who some of them see them as heroes and the others see them as enemies.
yeah, it's nice to see like this area of Senegal that isn't like what's it called, like you're used to seeing it like what's it called, like look fucking terribly poor and stuff in all these other films, and it's like here's like showing you like look at these beautiful like rivers and stuff, and look at these areas where people like maintain with each other, and they it's not like how the other films show you these areas.
I do think some of the like the gunfighting scenes might have been able to be. I'm just going back to like Tarantino esque because that's
Yeah.
what it really reminds me of. But you could have really done something had you lengthened those gunfighting scenes.
Oh
But
yeah.
then again, this isn't Tarantino, so
Yeah, it's not. And it's like they don't have to do it like that.
no,
But it's just I think that they have stylistically something really interesting there in that first half
yeah.
that they can continue with, and they just kind of throw it out the window. And it's just
I
like,
and had I been the one writing the script or making this film, it would have been straight up just revenge western
yeah,
in the
one
same
hundred
area.
percent,
In the same area.
yeah. But yeah, I just this just didn't do it for me, y'all. And overall, I just felt that it dragged and dragged and dragged until we got to that. And that's coming from a movie that's an hour and 24 minutes. Like
Yeah.
that.
It does have
That's
a pacing issue throughout.
Apple site. Shut the fuck up, Stacey. Um, but yeah, Brad, what is your final verdict?
Um didn't hate it, didn't love it. I'm gonna in the middle. I think I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
All right, man. I am coming in a little lower than you, Brad. I mean, I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Nor do I
I've
like.
seen
Yeah.
much worse things
Oh yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I'm
And
coming in.
stylistically, like I would watch another from this director.
Yeah, I would too. I'm trying to see if he's made anything else. Oh, looks like he did. Well, 2014. Doesn't look like he's made anything as of late. This was his last like film, but he made. But yeah, um, I'm gonna go with 5.5 out of 10, Brett. I think that this movie has like a lot to work on.
Let's face it, horror movies don't get very high scores from us generally. It's very rare,
No, but
unless
it's just
you're Jordan Peele.
yeah. It's just like I'm saying. It's just that there's a lot going on here that I wish that he would have concentrated on that first half more.
I didn't. The trailer doesn't really show a horror aspect of this.
Yeah,
If I remember right, it's mostly just like a western. That's what it looks
yeah,
like.
yeah. But that concludes our review of Saloum, and we hope that you will enjoyed it. Keep up to date with us on thenerdcore.com, the Nerdcore underscore on Twitter, Instagram at the Nerdcore, patreon.com/the Nerdcore. Our Discord link is in the description below, and you can check us out or you can talk to us. If you're in the comments, please leave a comment about this episode. Did you like it? Did you watch Saloum? Do you feel differently about Saloum than us? You should talk to us in there. We would like to have a conversation with you all. We always reply to y'all, so we will get to y'all. We would really appreciate it if you're watching this on YouTube that you go ahead and leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that drops on the channel. And if you're listening to this on the audio side of things, we would appreciate if you leave a 5-star review because that would help us out a lot. You're able to do that on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify currently. So please go and do that for us. It would help us out a lot. Our Patreon supporters are the ones that make this happen, so we want to thank them a lot too. Brad, where can they find our wonderful producer Shane?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thriftedil or go buy something from the Suppy God at prisoncityvintage.com.
Damn straight, man. And of course, tomorrow I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Wednesday at the $5 tier and above, you have our movie commentary of Bakuhao. And then on Thursday at the $5 tier and above, you have our mini pod review of Kovadis Aida, not Collective. But Brad will find a way to watch this film.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, Brad's like, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I'll watch it fucking
I
tomorrow.
fucking hope it's the right movie too, man.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. But of course, we want to thank you all so much. But we will see you all on Patreon, and then we'll be back next week to start our annual horror month. But without further ado, Brad, let's get him out of here.
All right, Earl. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat today. Thank you to all the listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, yeah. Fuck Hulu. You can go to hell.
Have you tried turning it on and turning it back on?
Always.